According to a report by the African Union, about 90% of Africa's imports and exports are transported by sea, making Africa a strategic gateway to global trade. Ports therefore play a crucial role in facilitating global trade and enhancing economic growth. Without ports, global trade would be nearly impossible, as they are crucial gateways to international commerce. In today's video, we are going to look at the top 10 largest and busiest ports in Africa based on TEUS, which stands for 20-foot equivalent unit. TEU is used to measure cargo capacity for container ships and terminals. Number 10. Tema Port, Ghana, 1.2 million TEUs. The Tema Port is the busiest port in Ghana, accounting for about 70% of the country's major container and port handling traffic. The government of Ghana recently launched a new Terminal 3 at the port that will accommodate vessels up to 22 million TEUs from the previous 5,000 TEUs. The new terminal is expected to increase Ghana's container handling capacity to around 3.7 million TEUs annually. Number 9. Port of Casablanca, Morocco, 1.3 million TEUs. The port of Casablanca in Morocco is one of the largest artificial ports in the world, with a capacity of 3.5 million shipment containers annually. The port has a handling capacity of about 1.3 million TEUs and can handle 21.3 million tons of cargo annually. Number 8. Port of Doraleh, Djibouti, 1.6 million TEUs. The port of Doraleh in Djibouti is a very important port in the world, as it links Europe, the Far East, the Horn of Africa, and the Persian Gulf. The 2020 World Bank Global Container Port Performance Index recognized Djibouti as the top container port in Africa and 61st globally in terms of efficiency. The port serves both Djibouti and landlocked Ethiopia with the help of the Ethiopia-Djibouti Railway. The port has a capacity to handle about 1.6 million containers annually. Number 7. Mombasa Port, Kenya, 1.65 million TEUs. The Mombasa Port in coastal Kenya has been known for centuries as the main gateway into the East African region, serving Kenya and the landlocked countries of Uganda and Rwanda. Its title as the main gateway into East Africa is however increasingly being challenged by the Tanzania's Dar es Salaam port. The port has a capacity to handle about 1.6 million containers annually. Number 6. Port of Ngqura, South Africa, 2 million TEUs. The port of Ngqura is the newest port in South Africa and is the deepest container port in the country, located in the Indian Ocean on the east coast, 20 kilometers northeast of Kibera. The port is strategically positioned within a special economic zone and has a handling capacity of about 2 million TEUs. Number 5. The Port of Abidjan, 2.5 million TEUs. The Port of Abidjan, located in Trenchville in southern Abidjan, is the most important port in West Africa and the second most important port in Africa after the Port of Durban in South Africa. The port plays a major role in the economy of Abidjan and serves the neighboring landlocked countries of Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Chad, and Guinea. In 2022, a second container terminal was added in the port, which increased the total handling capacity to 2.5 million TEUs annually. Number 4. Lekki Deep Seaport, Nigeria, 2.7 million TEUs. The Lekki Deep Seaport is the largest seaport in Nigeria and one of the biggest in West Africa. The Lekki port is a multi-purpose port in Lagos Free Zone and is the only currently operating deep seaport in the country, having started its full commercial operations in April 2023. The port has a capacity to handle 2.7 million TEUs and is designed to handle vessels with a capacity exceeding 18,000 TEUs. Number 3. Port of Durban, South Africa, 2.9 million TEUs. The Port of Durban is the largest and busiest shipping terminal in Southern Africa and Sub-Saharan Africa at large, with a container handling capacity of 2.9 million TEUs and with a capacity to handle over 600,000 shipped vehicle units. The port generates over 60% of trade revenue for South Africa, and with 5,000 ships docking at the port every year. Number 2. Port Said, Egypt, 5 million TEUs. Port Said, located in the Mediterranean Sea on the eastern entrance of the Suez Canal, is currently the busiest port in Egypt, with a handling capacity of about 5 million tons of 20-feet containers annually. It is one of the most important ports in Egypt and is ranked 15th globally on performance based on port calls and vessels. Number 1. Tangier Med Port, Morocco, 9 million TEUs. Tangier Med Port is the biggest port in Morocco and is also the biggest and busiest port in Africa. The port has an annual handling capacity of 9 million TEUs and exports 1 million new vehicles, a transit of 7 million passengers, and 700,000 trucks annually. The port was ranked 16th globally by the World Bank in terms of port efficiency, with infrastructure that outperforms both African and other European ports. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Be sure to like, share and subscribe as I bring you more information on the African continent, people and culture.